We all know that lawsuits are nothing new for the Kardashian family. Every Kardashian has had their fair share of legal issues before, and now Kylie Jenner is also experiencing those issues. Ever since Kylie built her brand Kylie Cosmetics, she's found herself in the middle of legal issues every so often, and that's not changing. Kylie is being sued by a former Kylie Cosmetics model, and people have a lot of opinions on the lawsuit. It's a mess, so let's get into it. A few days ago, we talked all about the history of Kylie Cosmetics. We talked about the rise of her company, the height of her fame, and we even talked about her downfall. Lately, a lot of people have been saying that they feel like Kylie's brand is kind of stale and on the decline. I'm sure we all remember earlier this year when Kylie Cosmetics saw a huge loss because of the drama between Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez. Kylie ended up putting herself in the middle of all that drama, and she received a ton of backlash for weeks, and the brand's comments were filled with Selena fans promoting Rare and talking about how horrible Kylie Cosmetics is. Well, the bad press is only continuing for Kylie's brand because this week, a former Kylie Cosmetics model has come forward to file a lawsuit against Kylie for late payment. A model named Sasha Palma is claiming Kylie never paid her on time for multiple photo shoots, and now she wants her money. TMZ reported on the story, and they wrote, "In the docs, Sasha claims that she was hired for a one-day shoot back in June of 2020 at a daily rate of $2,000. She says that she's entitled to get paid by early July, but says Kylie's company missed the deadline by more than 30 days. Sasha claims Kylie's company was certainly able to pay her on time, but she says they chose not to, and says that means they now owe her penalties totaling $60,000. Apparently, Kylie Cosmetics hired her for yet another shoot only a few months later in August, and Sasha is claiming that they once again paid her 30 days post-deadline. She's now seeking another payment of $60,000 for that delayed payment, bringing the total Kylie is being sued for to $120,000. TMZ reached out to Kylie's rep, and it sounds like they're denying the claims. The rep told TMZ that they have the documents to prove the model was actually paid on time. People on TikTok have been talking about the lawsuit, and surprisingly, a lot of people are actually on Kylie's side. A lot of people have been saying that $120,000 is way too much money, but as we've seen with previous lawsuits, people normally aim high and hope to land somewhere in the middle. Other people think the problem is probably with her agent and not with Kylie's brand. Here's what people had to say. Not that it's right, but this is very common for models. We usually don't see payment for 30 to 90 days, sometimes longer. This happens a lot within the modeling industry. Sometimes the agencies don't reach out and command the payments in order to keep relations with their clients. I really do think that could be a possibility because, I mean, $2,000 to Kylie Cosmetics isn't a lot, and I can't understand why they would pay someone late, knowing that it could get out and make Kylie Cosmetics look worse than it already does. Kylie's team did claim that they have all the documents to prove that she was paid on time, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Moving on, we need to talk about Kylie's new obsession with TikTok and why it's getting her into a little bit of trouble. If you guys have been on TikTok in like the last week or so, then you've probably noticed everyone's been doing that red flag filter. The filter shows you your potential red flags, and some of them have been scary accurate. Well, Kylie decided to hop on the trend, and the results were pretty ironic.
Let's see.
And people in the comments picked up on it right away, writing, "That first one was a little too real. First one sounds realistic. She laughed at it." And now people are saying that she pretty much confirmed that the rumors about her and her family not tipping are most likely to be true. A few months ago, a waitress from Manhattan posted a video rating her experiences with celebrities that she served before. She ended up giving Kylie Jenner a 2.5 out of 10 and said she barely tipped.
Next up we have Kylie.
She was fine, but she tipped $20 on a $500 dinner bill. Do with that information what you will. For that, I'm giving her a 2 out of 10.
So when people saw this red flag come up, they were like, yeah, that's true. But I did notice a lot of people are actually on Kylie's side about this one as well. Some people in the comments have been saying that tipping culture has got out of control and a tip should be solely based on the level of service you receive. Here's what people have to say. Tipping culture is so unnecessary and intense. Customers don't owe rich or not. I don't like tipping anymore. Just feels more pressuring and it's not our job to pay the workers. The job should do it themselves. I get it, but tipping can be based on the service they get from the waitress, not just how much the bill comes out to. At least she tipped when she didn't have to. And I want to know what you guys think about this one. I mean, on one hand, I'm sure Kylie is getting amazing service. I'm sure the restaurant has to make accommodations for them to eat there, dealing with the paparazzi and special requests and everything. So it's like, should a billionaire be tipping more than $20 on a $500 bill? Personally, I think yes. I think if you're sitting down at a restaurant, your food is being served to you, the waiter is refilling your drinks and going out of their way to accommodate you, then yeah, a good tip would be appreciated. I do think maybe a lot of people aren't seeing it that way because now we're seeing the debit machines asking for tips at fast food places like Subway or Starbucks, where people are already paying more than ever before for their food. I just wish employers would pay people a livable wage and have tips be a bonus instead of trying to get away with paying people the bare minimum, hoping that tips make up for it. Anyway, after Kylie posted this red flag video, another waitress came forward and talked about her negative experience dealing with the Kardashians.
Now, Miss Girl, you know you are dead wrong for the first one. She and sometimes Kendall and their friends would come into this bar/restaurant I used to work at in West Hollywood a few years ago. And they would get the whole place closed down for just them. They would get everything for free, a whole spread. Sometimes they wouldn't even touch some of the things on the table. They'd get bottles of 1942. They treated the staff like under their shoe. And you would think after all that they would leave something. Don't you know being in their presence is payment enough? Come on, not a dime. Not a nickel. Not a penny. Nothing. Eventually, they had to stop telling the staff when they were coming because we all tried to call out.
And other people in the service industry are commenting under this video, sharing their similar experiences. One person wrote, I worked at a yogurt shop that all the Kardashians and Jenners would go to, and their assistant tipped us chump change and made us sign a waiver. I worked at Palmetto Bluff, and they didn't leave any tip for the staff at Justin Bieber's wedding. Of course, these are just comments left under a video, so we don't know if they're true or not. Another person said, a billionaire not tipping is the craziest thing ever. Kylie did end up denying her red flag at the end of the video.
Let's see. No. Sometimes.
But I don't know about that. Finally, let's talk about how active Kylie's been on TikTok lately. When TikTok first started to blow up during COVID, a lot of the Kardashians tried to grow with the trends and create TikToks, but they weren't really working. People just felt like they were trying to act relatable and it wasn't really sitting right with people. But Kylie has stuck with it and people are starting to actually really love her content. She's been opening up a bit more by showing us her house and doing a mini house tour.
I'll show you what room I'm in. I'm in my bar right now, and I like it because it has this pretty light.
She's been posting personal videos with her friends.
Hi! My best friend is so funny.
And she told me to make a video.
I like when she shows her personality because she's hilarious.
And she even posted this. And people in the comments of these videos are loving the changes that she's been making, writing, King Kylie is back? I love this side of you for real. I feel like King Kylie is back. Kylie in her active era. I personally feel like this all ties in to what we talked about a few days ago. I think Kylie and her team know that Kylie Cosmetics has kind of died out. No one talks about it anymore. No one's really reviewing it. Nothing they release anymore is really that groundbreaking. I feel like over the past 6 months, the Kylie Instagram account has been going through a slight rebrand and becoming less pink and cute and more mature. I think Kylie is going to start posting more and try and come across as your relatable bestie in an effort to build a closer relationship with her fan base and try and get people interested in her brand again. I said it in my deep dive video. Kylie and Cody need to do something if they want to save her brand, and I think this new relatable, vulnerable era is all a part of the plan. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. What do you think about the lawsuit? What do you think about the whole tipping thing? And what do you think about Kylie's new TikTok era? Do you think she's about to rebrand and try and revamp her company? Or was she just in a silly, goofy mood? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.